Yo, what is going on, everybody? I'm DThomasFromNC, back with another video, and today we gotta talk about this Steam machine. Now, if you're new to the channel, consider hitting that subscribe button. Also, if you like what you see, do your boy a favor and hit that thumbs up. Guys, yesterday Steam kind of shook the internet up and they got a lot of people talking because they just announced some hardware that's coming in early 2026, and I just want to take a quick look at what's coming. Now, I want to give a shout out to one of the homies in one of the arcade groups that I'm in, Ryan Horton, because he mentioned this, and that's where I saw it first whenever he was talking about it. So here we are inside of Steam, coming in 2026. The Steam hardware family officially expands in early 2026. Look at this, a Steam controller, Steam machine, and Steam frame, powered by Steam, optimized for gaming in any form. And just like the Steam Deck, all are designed to help players get even more out of their Steam library. This right here is the next gen of gaming. All right, so they got the Steam controller, the Steam machine, and the Steam frame, which is what they announced yesterday. Look at this. We're besties. We may be new, but it's like we've known each other our whole lives. All Steam hardware works great together, whether you're streaming or playing games across devices, including the Steam Deck. And because Valve remains committed to an open PC ecosystem, we also play well with others, as in your other devices. Look at this. So I already got my hands. I got a Steam Deck OLED, and I'm sure Valve is working on a Steam Deck too. I know they're working on a Steam Deck too. But so you got the Steam Deck, you have your Steam frame, which is their standalone VR, as well as the Steam machine, which looks like a chopped in half Series X. Then you got the controller. All right, this is pretty dope. So let's look at the, let's go ahead and add that to the wish list, because we're definitely probably more than likely going to be trying to get our hands on this thing as soon as it launches. All right, so let's take a look at the Steam machine first. Your games on the big screen, powerful PC gaming made easy in a small and mighty package. Look at that. I think that what they announced yesterday with this definitely, I kind of feel like this might make Xbox somewhat like, I mean, I don't know. I mean, they're coming out first quarter 2026. I don't know, Xbox. Your Steam library in more places. With over 6 times the horsepower of a Steam Deck, Steam machine has the power to play your whole Steam library, including your favorite AAA titles. Just sign in with your Steam account and your entire library is there. That's pretty dope. Now, look at that. They got it hooked up right next to the TV. So this is Valve's way of entering that console hybrid PC market, I would say. But this is a straight PC. Steam OS, small form factor. They got a banana right there. It's smaller than a banana. That's crazy work. Cool and quiet fan. Let's see, hold up. Put it on your TV, set it on your desk, hide it under a banana. It's powerful PC gaming packed into a roughly 6-inch cube. And they've been calling this thing, I've seen on the internet, the Gabe Cube. That's what they've been calling this thing. All right, it's cool and quiet. The Steam machine keeps cool and runs whisper quiet, even while running the most demanding games. They say it's going to be 4K 60 is what I saw. Ready for all peripherals and monitors that you can throw at it. 1 GB Ethernet, display port, 1.4, HDMI 2.0, and 1 USB-C and 4 USB-A ports, but like don't actually throw things at it. CPU and GPU, there it is, 4K gaming at 60 frames. I just mentioned that with FSR. Thanks to this discrete semi-custom and AMD desktop class CPU and GPU storage. So it comes in 2 options, 512 and 2 terabyte. I would rather get I would prefer the 2 terabyte model over the 512 gigabyte, because why not? And they both come with storage via micro SD. That's dope. Wi-Fi 6E plus Bluetooth 5.3. Steam controller's wireless adapter is built right into the Steam machine for direct pairing. No giant, and for the power, no giant brick. hold up, let me run that back. Steam's controller wireless adapter is built right into the Steam Machine for direct pairing. Okay. All right. The power, no giant brick. Steam Machine's power supply is built right in. That's dope. There's an LED strip, y'all. Pauladine, y'all. Keep tabs on systems like status, download, progress. Even when your screen is off, customize it with different colors and animations or turn it off. So this makes me think, with the rumors that were circulating that the next PlayStation 6 and the next iteration of the Xbox console, how it's going to be a PC hybrid. This is what I would imagine. Probably like this, but maybe with the detachable disk drive that you can play your physical games on. But this is the way the industry is going. And Valve is first out with it. And the fact that you can customize your front plate, that's pretty dope too. Got a little level of customization right out the gate. LED strip, got your 2 USB-A ports right there. SD card slot, power button, put it on the desk. It's not even bigger than a banana, y'all. Optimized for gaming, runs Steam OS, Steam Machine verified, and it's a PC. So if you don't want to go out there and build yourself a beefy PC, you can get you one of these things. But what it's gonna come down to is the price. That's what's really gonna set this thing apart. Being that you can get a Steam Deck OLED for about what, $600-700? I have to check. I would imagine this thing is gonna at least be at least $800, minimum 800, between $800 and $1,000. But that's really gonna set the pace or tone on how well this machine does. Because I remember whenever Steam released their first Steam machine back in the day, it didn't, it wasn't nothing to really talk about. But hopefully they learn from all of that. And this right here does seem very intriguing. Not to mention, so that's the Steam machine as well as the controller. Let's look at the controller real quick. Let's look at that controller. So your game's at your fingertips. Look at this. Play your whole Steam library. We got that. Look at that controller. It has the 2 built-in pads. Defining features of Steam controller. 1 puck, 2 jobs. It's a wireless transmitter that provides a fast, stable connection from your Steam controller. It's also a charging station connecting to your controller magnetically with a satisfying click. Prefer using Bluetooth or USB? Steam controller supports those too. All right. It does look kind of comfortable. It looks a little comfy. Next gen magnetic thumbsticks. So I guess you wouldn't have to worry about any stick drift. It comes with magnetic thumbsticks using TMR technology designed for improved feel, responsiveness, and long-term reliability. That's what we need in controllers, because I can't tell you how many PlayStation DualSense controllers I've been through because of stick drift. They also support capacitive touch to enable motion controls. Okay, high definition rumble. So we got some rumble going with complex waveforms for immersive, accurate haptics. I can dig that. And it has a grip enabled gyro. We're calling it Grip Sense, and it's new input for Steam controller that enables gyro with capacitive touch. Hold on, release to enable this, or hold up, hold on, hold and release to enable and disable. Goodness gracious. Gyro aiming, gyro. You can also map it like any other button. That's pretty dope, bro. Plus all the inputs that you'd expect. Control and comfort, has the trackpads, motion controls. I wonder how this feels in the hands. I mean, if the Steam Deck is anything to go off of, the Steam Deck OLED, that's pretty comfy. So I would imagine that this controller feels good in the hands as well. If this thing is priced right and competitively, this is a big deal. And it makes me wonder, what is Xbox going to do? Like, what does Xbox have in store? They don't have the exclusives. I don't know, bro. This is a nice shakeup, though. I love it, and it's new tech. All right, so we looked at the Steam machine, we looked at the controller. Let's look at the Steam frame, because I got the PlayStation VR 2 in here hanging up. I have the MetaQuest 2 and the MetaQuest 3. So the fact that I'll be able to play some Half-Life Alyx on this wirelessly, that's pretty dope. Now, I can play Half-Life Alyx with my MetaQuest 3, but I have a dongle that I connect to my PC. But as you can see, this guy has no cords at all. VR and non-VR gaming. Steam Frame is a streaming first wireless VR headset plus controllers that can handle your whole Steam library. Step into immersive VR or lean back and enjoy your non-VR catalog. And it supports standalone play too. That's a big deal. It looks super comfy as well. Designed for comfort, easy to use. They even got grandma with the joint on. So you know that's comfort, chat. I said chat like I'm live. You know that's very comfortable. The Steam Frame headset is lightweight and compact with the weight balance front to rear for comfortable experience. It's also easy to just slip on and play with no wires and setup. That's dope, yo. That's dope. And it has the wireless adapter with the dual radios. All right. Plug and play over 6 gigahertz. Yeah. Seamless audio experience, camera tracking, introducing the foveated streaming. So wherever your eyes look, that's where it locks in on. Foveated streaming is a new feature that optimizes detail where your eyes are looking. That could be pretty dope as well. Who wants those pancake lenses? Seamless audio experience. I got to try this out for myself, bro. I got to try this out. It looks pretty dope. Controller takes one AAA battery, offering up to 40 hours. 40 hours? That's a long time. I like that. So controllers for all of your games. The VR inputs you'd expect. Come on, bro. This is a big deal. I like what Valve is doing here. It runs SteamOS, Steam Frame verified for standalone games. Bro, you cannot beat this. I'm trying to get all of this. I don't really necessarily need a Steam machine, but it's new tech. It's dope. You know what I mean? But if you're one of those people out there that has been looking to, like, you want to be able to play PC games, but you still want to be on the couch, this is it. You can still play your games on the couch. Put that Steam machine, it's no bigger than a banana. Got your Steam controller and you're good to go. All right, so let's see. Got the camera expansion port, so you can put a SD card in this thing too. This is a big deal. 2160 by 2160 LCD per eye, 72 to 144 refresh rate. Bruh, I'm gonna say this, guys. I am gonna say this. I do not know the next direction that Xbox is going per se as far as exclusives. I mean, PlayStation has all of their exclusives right now. PlayStation has Halo, they have Gears, they have Forza. Well, Halo is coming. But if I was Xbox, I would be pretty nervous right now because even PlayStation, they might be a little bit nervous too because most PlayStation games are on PC. This runs Steam. So if you want to play God of War, you can play God of War on this. You want to play Astrobot, you want to play Horizon Forbidden West, you can play it all here, as well as those Xbox games like Horizon and Halo and Gears. You can play it all right here. So it's going to be pretty interesting to see what Xbox is going to cook up, and as well as PlayStation with their new console, because with Steam, if they price this right, they definitely have something on their hands for sure. But I want to know what you guys think. What do you think about the Steam machine, the Steam Frame, the controller? Does it look cool? Is this something that you see yourself picking up in early 2026? I definitely want to get my hands on this Steam Frame because it looks dope and I like VR. And playing Half-Life Alyx is probably one of the best VR experiences I've had. Although I will mention that playing Gran Turismo on PlayStation VR 2, that's very immersive, especially if you got a racing setup. That's very immersive. But this right here is a big deal because unlike the PSVR 2, you need a PlayStation 5 to be able to play those games, whereas this is standalone, pretty much like the MetaQuest 2. Looks pretty identical to the MetaQuest 2 when it comes to the controllers. But guys, let me know what you think about the Steam Frame, Steam controller, and the Steam machine. I think it's pretty dope. Do you see yourself picking this up whenever it comes out? And what is the most would you be willing to pay for something like this? If I had to take a stab, it's gonna be, I would say about $800. I don't know, because hold up, let's see how much the Steam Deck is going for. I think the Steam Deck, you can pick up a Steam Deck for around $600. So There is. So you can get a Steam Deck OLED for $649. And with the Steam Machine being 6 times as powerful as a Steam Deck, I'd have to imagine about $899. And that's probably about the same price as an Xbox ROG LIX. So let me know, what would be the most you would be willing to pay for a Steam machine? And does something like this interest you? And do you think that Microsoft and PlayStation should be worried about this Steam machine? That's going to be it for now. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching the video. Check you out in the next one. Peace.